Hey guys, I'm here to bring you at-home workout number 60. It's the workout of the day for Tuesday, May 12th. We're going to start with a 400-meter run. If you are in our 30K challenge, feel free to add a quarter mile to your total. Then you're going to come inside and do 10 broomstick dislocates. So for the broomstick dislocate, you're going to get a nice wide grip. Pull those shoulder blades back. You're going to try to come all the way through and all the way back. 10 times, ideally with no bending of the elbows. Okay? After 10 of those, you're going to give me 10 broomstick around the world. That's 5 each direction. So I'm going to start with my left hand. My left hand is going to cross to my right side, come around back. Now my right arm brings it to the front. Left arm back, right arm forward. I'm going to give 5 of those, and then I'll reverse. Now my right arm goes back, my left arm brings it back forward. 5 that way. All right, so 400-meter run, 10 dislocates, 10 around the world. Then we're going to get into a 3 rounds, not for time. The first movement is a 10 broomstick hang muscle snatch. So hang muscle snatch. I'm going to start standing tall. Shoulder blades are back. Little dip, little bend in my knees. I'm going to lean forward, so this is just about at my what we call the pockets position, where your jeans pockets might be. I'm going to stand tall, pull it into my hips, pop my hips, shrug my shoulders, and then this is going to travel right up in front of my body, and I'll push it overhead. Okay? In full speed, the hang muscle snatch will look like this. Okay? So you're going to give me 10 of those. On the 10th one, keep it on up overhead, widen those feet into your normal squat position, and give me 10 overhead squats. Send those hips back so the weight stays in the heel. After 10 of those, you're going to give me 40 single unders, okay? My imaginary jump rope. If you don't have a jump rope, feel free to do an imaginary one. Okay, 40 single unders. If you don't have a jump rope at all, you can also sub 15 jumping jacks. All right, so 3 times through that little triplet of the hang muscle snatch, the overhead squats, and the single unders. And then you're going to go ahead and do 3 to 5 reps of each movement in the workout. So that's what we'll go through right now. Okay, so the workout of the day, 4 rounds for time. It's going to be 20 single arm power snatch with your dumbbell or kettlebell. That's 10 each side. And then 40 double unders, 20 single arm overhead reverse lunges, again 10 each side, and then ending with 10 burpees. So let's go through those real quick. We've hit all these movements before. The first, for the snatch, okay? So the dumbbell or kettlebell is going to start on the floor. I stand over it so it's back by my ankle bones. I don't want to be here where it's out in front of me. I actually want to be right over that implement. Keeping that chest as tall as I can. Drive those knees out. Reach on down. Okay, it's a very deep squat with an upright chest. That's my starting position. My weight is in my heels. Okay, I'm going to stand up, shrug my shoulder, and come underneath this dumbbell or kettlebell. You can land it straight leg or with a little bend in your knees. Okay, so from here, all the way up, back to the floor. You can choose to do a couple in a row on one side, or if you prefer, you can alternate hands every rep. Okay, it's going to be a little faster if you just kind of touch the floor and go, and either try to do all 10 on one side, all 10 on the other, or even break it into 5s. One thing to pay attention to, my finished position with that dumbbell, notice my thumb is facing back, is pointing back behind me. Okay, you never want to find yourself in a position where that thumb is pointed forward. It's going to create this internal rotation, a big gap in between your shoulder and your ear. I want the thumb back and that arm by the ear. Okay, going to look a little different with the kettlebell. You do not have to touch the floor every time. If you can, awesome. If it's a whole lot more comfortable to come from a swing, that's okay. All right, so if it's coming from a swing, it's going to be pop the hips, shrug the shoulder, overhead, Okay, and you're just going back to that swing every time. If you have the coordination and it feels okay, bring it back behind those heels every time. And then it's exactly like that dumbbell clean. Pop the hip, shrug the shoulder, all the way overhead. Okay? Same rule applies. Try to do all 10 on one side or at least 5 on a side before you switch. Okay, so 20 of those. The next movement is your double unders. Sub might be, instead of 40 double unders, you can do 80 single unders. Or you can do 30 jumping jacks, okay, for that movement. Third thing, now we're into the reverse overhead lunges. Now we just did lunges, reverse lunges the other day. What makes this a little spicier is we're asking you to hold your implement overhead. So it's really going to look similar whether it's a dumbbell or kettlebell. This is posted up overhead, okay? And I'm going to take a long lunging step backwards. Ideally tap that knee or at least get really, really close to the floor. Stand on up and switch. Okay? I find it a lot more comfortable to lunge back with my left when it's in my right. Okay, so the way I'm going to handle this is probably to do all 10 on one side and then switch and do all 10 on the other side. Okay, but you absolutely can lunge either leg with either arm overhead. Okay, totally possible if you're comfortable with that. In which case, post it up there, hit all 20, or break it up any way you want to. Just make sure you're about splitting evenly the arm that you're using and the legs that you're using. Okay, try to find a way to break it up that you're kind of distributing that workload. And then a little capper at the end is 10 burpees, all the way down. Jump up and clap. Those should be nice and fast at the end of this round. Sub might be a plank burpee where instead of going all the way down, you jump to a plank and jump back. Okay, and even that jumping doesn't feel good, you can come to a plank and you can step back. That's fine too. If neither of those feels good, your last option would be a star jump, where you come down nice and low, chest stays tall, touch the floor, and when I jump, I'm going to be a star. Okay, 10 of those instead of the 10 burpees. So that's the workout. You have 4 rounds of those 4 movements. After that, we do have a cash out for you. I feel like we've been crushing the push-ups. I know I've been noticing a difference. My push-ups are probably stronger than they've ever been. So that's exciting. It's like one upside of the quarantine. So what I have for you today is a death by push-up. The death by rep scheme, for those who don't know, it's basically like a ladder. Every round you add a rep. So beginners might start minute 1, you're doing 1 push-up. Minute 2, you're doing 2 push-ups. Minute 3, 3 push-ups. My intermediate athletes start at 6. So 6 push-ups the first minute, then 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, we're doing this for 10 minutes total. My advanced athletes start at 11 push-ups. That's going to be hard. Okay, the total numbers then, if you were able to stick with the death by and complete all the reps every minute, my beginners would have 55 reps, intermediate athletes 105, and advanced 155 in the course of those 10 minutes. If any minute you can't complete the number of push-ups you're supposed to, take off 3, okay, take off 3 reps and try to build again. All right, that's it for the work for today. For a cool down, we have 2 things for you. The first is going to be a child's pose. So that's the position I'm going to start on the floor, get my knees kind of wide, my toes are together. Reach my hands in front of me and then sink my butt back. Okay, and I should feel a stretch through my shoulders and through my groin. And I'm actually pushing against that floor. Okay, pushing against the floor to try to get my butt closer to my heels. You're going to hold that for a minute and then take one arm, cross it underneath, sink on down. You're going to hold that for 30 seconds and then switch the other side 30 seconds. When you're all done with that, you're going to give me 30 seconds on a side of our doorway pec stretch. Okay, so come up to a door jamb, and you're just kind of leaning away from that door to open up that pec. Okay, door, if you're doing the outdoor WOD, maybe you're going up to your vehicle, you'll find a way to make it work. If you're really sore like I am today, even just kind of pulling your shoulder blades together by yourself is enough to get that pec stretch. Okay, so that's what we have for you tomorrow. Either the snatch or the overhead squat. If you're not comfortable in the overhead position, that snatch is going to get modified just to a clean where you end the movement here, and the lunges can also be modified to a front rack position. We have some notes if you're planning on coming to our outdoor WOD tomorrow. In addition to your dumbbell or kettlebell, remember your jump rope. Please bring a PVC or a broomstick for the warm-up. If not, you can always kind of double up your jump rope and use that for those movements. And if you have some sort of mat that you want to bring for the burpees, it's going to save your hands and your knees, and it also might protect your jump rope from the pavement. Not a bad idea. Okay, so we hope to see some of you tomorrow night, and that's it for Tuesday, May 12th. Enjoy!